When you think of futuristic jobs, you probably think of professional hoverboarders, Terminators and Blade Runners.
He say you Blade Runner.
Tell him I'm eating.
But now the experts have weighed in with a new list of 100 potential jobs of the future.
A lot of these jobs will be variations on what exists now, like surgeons, for instance, but they'll become surgeons who might use virtual processes to operate or do it online.
So even as automation increases, humans will still play a vital role.
A lot of the jobs in the future we're going to value simply because a human's doing it. We go to see our local barista because that person does it for us. When we're sick, we want a person by our bedside. Now, even if we could have a robot doing that, I'm not sure many people would want that.
There will be plenty of jobs that will require a delicate human touch, like a digital archivist curating the terabytes of personal data we'll leave behind after we die, or a genetic coach helping people with unique healthcare needs based on their genetic profiles. You could also get a gig as an entomicrobiotech cleaner, using bacteria and insects to clean up pollution and waste, or a nostalgist who recreates memories for the elderly, or maybe even a cyborg psychologist for people with robotic limbs.
Increasingly, we'll be having body parts that will supplement our own bodies, so there's a lot of psychology issues that might be involved there. People coming to terms with the difference between the virtual and the real.
I've already begun training this robot to eventually replace Steve Price.
It's political correctness gone
You
mad.
can hardly spot the difference.
Please update my firmware.
Classic Pricey.
Automation, climate change and longer lifespans are also fundamentally changing the way we work.
For every job that technology takes away, it usually invents two. Before the first industrial revolution, 90% of people worked on farms. And now in agriculture, it's less than 1%. We always find new things to do.
The World Economic Forum predicts up to 65% of children in primary school today will go on to work in a job that doesn't exist yet. So how do we prepare for that?
It's all about creativity, connection and humanity. We know that the logic-based jobs are going to be outsourced to artificial intelligence. The more human and the more creative you make your children, the better they will be future-proof.
There will be many jobs for humans in the lithium mines.
I remember when Human Price used to say that.
It's funny when you read up, they've listed some of the jobs of the future and they just sound so strange. There's like a fusionist and there's a smart dust wrangler. There's this one I think is interesting, a 100-year counsellor. So they're saying because we're going to live so long, we'll have like a third phase of our life that won't be raising kids, it won't be working. It'll be, as they describe it, the best time of our lives, but there'll be jobs of counsellors to help us fulfil our lives for that period.
Well, these fears are not new. Look, if you go back just to the early 1980s, all the journalists in Australia went on strike because we wanted to be paid more to use a computer. I mean, you think how ridiculous that is now. But that was the fear, that our normal job was going to disappear because of these computers.
Have you learned how to use a computer yet?
What's a computer?
But there's no, like, these jobs that they're listing, are we confident that they will really exist?
No one knows.
Well,
Exactly.
we thought we'd have a hoverboard by now. You know what I mean? Like, as in, it's probably...
We also thought that once email was invented, we would work 6
I
minutes a
don't
day.
think, I don't think drones will work. That's never going to happen. Is it?
That's
Drones delivering pizzas to your front lawn.
It's happening now.
Why do you pick the one example that's already proven to...
I mean, to be fair, it's not without issues, the drone
No,
thing.
it's got issues.
So maybe
Pizza
it won't
gets
end
cold.
up being... Yeah.
The
And it
pizza gets cold.
Well, and it slips out of the box and, you know, there's a whole lot of things that happen. Yeah.
Fair enough. OK. You happy with that, Steve? Are we through that? Happy. OK, good. I'm very confused about how that all went down. But anyway, we're going to a break. We'll be back very, very soon.